I never should have come here. I want to go home. Walking just won't cut it for crossing the ocean. My name is Shishigami. Our teacher praised me because only 2 students got a perfect score. And I was one of them. He joked that I'm no longer flunking Shishigami. Now I'm acing Shusha. He even told the rest of the class to follow our example. During break, my friends told me I've been doing well lately. They also joked, asking how much I bribed the teacher. I told them they were too cynical and said I achieved this through preparation and review. No way. Later, I hit my 5th home run in a row. My classmates were in disbelief. Once again, my friends asked when I got this good at baseball. They even asked me to join the baseball team, but I turned them down and told them I'm just good at batting. With Shusha on our side, we'll definitely win tomorrow's sports festival. We're counting on you, Major Leaguer. Just a month ago, my life was full of limitations until I found something in the ground. It looked like a switch. I picked it up and tried to inspect it. Was it part of some machine? Or maybe one of those prank shock toys? I ran my fingers over the button. It creeped me out, but I couldn't stop myself. I had to press it. Nothing happened. What the heck? Nothing at all. Geez. I got my hopes up for nothing. I walked away, disappointed, until I noticed something strange. A bird was frozen midair. Time stopped. I pressed the button again and everything snapped back to normal. This is incredible. It's the real deal. For a test, I pretended to be riding right until time was almost up. Then I stopped time and copied my classmates' answers. Too easy. That's how I got my perfect score. As for baseball, it's just like mashing the timing button in a video game. Stop time. Make micro adjustments. Home run. The weird thing about this frozen world is that I never get tired or need sleep. Sure, I can only move objects I've touched beforehand, which is a bit inconvenient sometimes. But with infinite time and a space where no one can interfere, I'm unstoppable. The sports festival. Everyone's counting on me now. Maybe I'll stop by the batting cages after school and work on my home run active. She's the source of my answers during tests. When I tried to copy her answers last time, I noticed her desk. It had been vandalized. Hurtful messages, cruel words, signs of bullying everywhere. I paused for a second, then went back to my own desk. It's not like there's anything I can do about it. Anyway, now in the hallway, her bullies are confronting her again. I do feel bad. After all, I rely on her during tests, but getting involved with those girls would only mean trouble. Damn you. Say something. I stopped her hand in midair. I smiled and asked, "What's all the noise about? You talking about me?" What the? As if we would. You who asked you to butt in? Playing the hero now? What a loser. This is boring. Let's get out of here. Fino, you better not mess up tomorrow or you'll pay for it. The bullies walked off. I looked at Fujino, still staring down at the floor. Hey, Fujino. Don't you think you should stand up for yourself more? I mean, you're really smart and all, unlike me. What would someone like you, who can do anything and is popular, possibly understand? Don't ever get involved with me again. She ran off. What the hell? And here I was actually worried about her. Whatever. As long as my own life is going well. Hey, how long are you planning to sleep? Hurry up and get ready or you'll be late for school. Why are you taking your sweet times in 5 minutes? Doesn't it? Shock waves through the region. Seriously, it's such a pain having to live by ordinary people's schedules. I pressed the switch again and stepped into the frozen world. On my way to school, I passed by all kinds of scenes frozen in time. An old woman walking her dog. A tired-looking salaryman who clearly didn't get enough sleep. A student running late. Her socks didn't even match. Ordinary lives frozen mid-motion. But I don't worry about things like that. I have all the time in the world. The only thing on my mind is lunch. Should I try the new burger joint by the station? I'll sneak out during break and check it out. Then I noticed something far ahead. Something off. It caught my eye. I walked closer and stopped. It was Fujino. She was upside down, hanging in midair. I paused and tried to analyze what I was seeing. A cold shiver ran down my spine. She wasn't frozen mid-step like the others. She was falling. I checked the ID on the ground. It's Fujino. This can't be real. Fujino, what the hell are you doing? You idiot? Why would you do this? And of all places, why here? I tried to push her away, shove her sideways, but it's no use. She won't budge. She's frozen in time, suspended just centimeters from the ground. I collapsed to the pavement, holding my head, trying to think. There's not even enough space beneath her to slide something in as a cushion. What if I dig into the ground? No. How would I even do that? Call for help? Am I an idiot? I'm the only one here in this frozen world. There has to be some way, something, anything. That's it. Baseball. If I press the switch and shove Fujino sideways at the same time, maybe I can knock her out of the way like hitting a baseball. No, that won't work. She's falling straight down. A ball is one thing, but trying to redirect a person mid-fall, impossible. I'd probably die in the collision, too. Then there's only one option. I have to go up to the rooftop where she jumped from if I can tie a rope to Fujino and pull her upward at the exact moment I press the switch. Maybe, just maybe, it might work. I rushed to the rooftop, but when I got there, I realized something. The angle from the railing down to Fujino is too steep. There's no way I can pull her straight up from here. And then there's the rope. To get it into the frozen world, I'd have to unfreeze time, grab the rope, touch it, and then instantly hit the switch again. Too complicated, too risky. There's no time for all that. While I looked around in frustration, I saw her shoes neatly placed on the rooftop. Beside them, a note. Dear Dad and Mom, I'm so sorry. I sank to the floor. My heart felt like it was going to explode. Do I unfreeze time? Am I the one who has to kill her? If I don't let Fujino die, I may never return to the normal world. If I save her, I'll risk being stuck in this place alone forever. But Fujino, she chose this, didn't she? She's responsible for her own death. Or maybe it's the bullies. Maybe it's not my problem at all. I clenched the switch in my hand, but my conscience gave in. I can't do it. I can't let Fujino die. It's all my fault. Back then, if I had only treated Fujino with more care, more attention. No, even before that, if I hadn't turned a blind eye when she was being bullied, if I had just done something, anything, she wouldn't have ended up like this. She wouldn't be dying. I used her. I used her answers to cheat. And now she's gone. This is my punishment for pretending not to see. For pretending it wasn't my problem. Hey guys, help me. Teachers, anyone. Please, someone tell me what the hell am I supposed to do now? While looking for help, I wandered the halls of my school until I stopped in front of a world map. Just an ordinary map. Nothing special. But why does it feel so familiar? Have I seen this somewhere recently? I don't even watch the news. Wait, the paper. The one that was wrapped around the switch. I dug it out and uncrumpled it. It's not just some random trash. Could this be an instruction manual? It's all in English and most of it's too blurry to read. But one word stood out. Restart. If that means what I think it means, like in video games, then the world could be reset. Back to before I froze it. That's it. That has to be it. This switch, it was probably made with some kind of American space or military technology. And for idiots like me who screw everything up, of course, there would be a reset function. But here's the problem. There's no clear way to operate the device itself. No screen, no buttons, just that one press. Which means there has to be a place, a central facility, somewhere in the world where all the lines converge, where this power is being controlled. But with time frozen, ships aren't moving, planes are suspended in the air, trains are stopped. There's no way I can get there by normal means unless I walk across the ocean. It's insane. There's no guarantee I'll make it. No promise that this will even work, but it's the only possibility I've found. And fortunately for me, I have all the time in the world. I never should have come here. I want to go back. A body that never tires. A world locked in silence so deep it hurts. Just endless blue. 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 No sense of progress. No end in sight. Am I lost? I must have walked far enough by now. But what if this doesn't work? This is torture. Walking just won't cut it for crossing the ocean. I want to stop. If I press the switch now, all of this pain ends. Just one press and I'll unfreeze time while standing here in the middle of the ocean. No one to save me. No one to know. I'll drown, sink, become fish food, fade away. Just another piece of floating debris. Maybe that's fine. If I die with her, everything wraps up nice and neat, doesn't it? But just as my finger hovers over the switch, I see something. A shadow far off in the distance. I run. I run like hell. I rush toward the shadow I saw, hoping it was land. But as always, reality proved disappointing. My knees give out. I collapse. It's not land. It's just an orca hunting a dolphin. I realized it wasn't just her. If I had pressed the switch, then there were probably people everywhere on the verge of death. Some might have still had hope, a chance. I got up. I have to restart everything. This is too much. My life alone isn't enough to atone for this. And so I kept walking and walking and walking until I finally reached the shore. Land people. After all this time, something other than blue. I made it to the other side. I'll find it. The place that map pointed to. I don't know how long it'll take, but if I search every building one by one, I'll find it eventually. Then I saw it. A familiar logo. The same one from the paper wrapped around the switch. My heart raced. I ran straight toward it. But when I got there, it was just wrapping paper. Trash. A sick joke. I can't rewind time. I can't go back. What I did, it's laughable. Whoever dropped that switch, whether it was the devil or some god with a twisted sense of humor, they're probably getting a real kick out of watching me suffer, right? I'm such an idiot. I got fooled by a piece of junk. I crossed an entire ocean for nothing. All I learned is that I'm nothing but hopeless trash. I'm so tired of this. I'll just press the switch and die, too. I went to the train tracks and laid down. I wonder what was going through her mind back then. Come to think of it, I don't even remember what her face looked like. Frustration, sorrow, fear. That's obvious, I guess. But maybe, just maybe, she felt some relief. Relief that it would all be over. That she'd finally be free from her painful, suffocating life. I wonder what everyone else is thinking. I got up and wandered. I walked through the city, the hospital. No one was on the verge of death. So I crossed the sea again. Australia, the desert, the mountains, the volcano, the Arctic, even the battlefield. Still nothing. I expected to see at least 10 people about to die. No, maybe 100. But there was no one. How can that be? 4,993, 4,994, 4,995, 4,996, 4,997, 4,998, 4,999, 2 bills, 600 million and 5,000. I was such a fool. Humans run from death. Everyone fights against aging and battles misfortune until their final moment. They struggle desperately to keep death at bay. That's why at this very moment, no one is predetermined to die as long as they haven't given up on living. Not one person, not a single one. I looked at Fujino's face. She was crying. So that's the face you were making. I clutched the switch to my chest. I'll save you even if it costs me my life. With these eyes, I've seen 6,754,000,000 and 70,000 lives escape death and gain the next moment of life. So, if you have even the slightest will to live, you're definitely one of them, too. Just because you're crying, it's just speculation. I know it's wishful thinking. Even so, I want you to live. Please live. I ran toward her and pressed the switch at just the right moment. During class, the teacher handed back yesterday's test papers once again. He told the class that no one had achieved a perfect score. Then he asked me if I was turning into flunking Shishigami again. He also told me to stop slacking off now that my injuries had healed. I apologized to him. After class ended, I went to the hospital. Hey, That boy. Oh, yeah. That suicide attempt. He came to visit because that girl who jumped has regained consciousness. It's absolutely incredible. You know, she jumped from 20m up by hitting the light fixture on the way down and then colliding with him below to miraculously saving her life. Those two coincidences combined. Before entering the room, I greeted Fujino's mother quietly. Fujino lay there covered in bandages. I sat down beside her. Why did you interfere? Before I jumped, I checked multiple times to make sure no one was below. It's impossible that you ran into me by accident. It's your fault. If you hadn't saved me, I could have died. I paused for a moment, then spoke. Do you remember the big earthquake that hit that island on the day of the sports festival? I saw the news. People were dying somewhere in the world while I was just living like an idiot without a care. It made me feel utterly empty inside. And so you're saying you saved me just because I happened to be trying to die? That's nothing, that's self-righteous hypocrisy. Yeah, maybe. Sorry I got in your way. There was a silence between us. Then I laughed and added, it's not like I'm some shonen hero who saved you on purpose. I just happened to be there. That's all. We're test rivals after all. So I thought I'd drop by with some words of encouragement. Seeing you get enough energy to yell, I figured you must be doing all right. What are you even talking about? Hey, wait. Oh, one more thing. Do you know how many people die every second worldwide? I just found out recently. It surprised me. 1.8 people every second. People don't die as much as you might think. Maybe it just wasn't your turn yet. Not that I know anything for sure. What the hell? Music. Is that supposed to mean? Do you think I can go back to school? Because there's an idiot I need to tutor. Before I left, I waved at Fujino, who was looking at me from the window. While walking, something dropped in my head. Its bird. I couldn't help but smile as I looked up at the bird flying overhead. I kept walking, savoring this irreversible moment in time.